Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's about 33 to 35 degrees according to the thermometer. Thermometer? Yeah, thermometer. I'm here with my partner. Dude, put some clothes on, it's cold outside. And I'm going to try and repair this chimney because I need my dadgum heat back. I almost said a bad word. We bought the house. You can see we got some water damage here. We knew that this place was going to be a struggle, and that it was unfinished basically. I mean, it was finished, but it needs some work. And yeah, basically today, I've never done this before, but I'm going to try to fix that. And I guess I'll let y'all tag along. We borrowed some scaffolding from one of the businesses we work with, and my mother-in-law, bless her heart, she gave me this huge ladder a couple of months ago, and I finally figured out what I needed it for. Alright, hopefully this goes alright. It's gonna be a couple of days, I imagine, but I'm gonna try to knock it out all in one day. Alright, we're up in the air now. I say we're up in the air, we're up on the roof. So you can see here, over time, maybe you can see here, over time, this siding has fallen off. It's pretty much coming right out. I've pulled some of it off already, and we've already prepared. We've got some siding already ordered and stained. I mean, that's basically what I've been waiting on. Ordered this shiplap, this log cabin shiplap, to do this job, and I had to wait for it to come in. And between that and working, you know, real life. So anyway, I figure there are going to be people that watch this for their content of the workmanship instead of me jibber jabbering. But I'm going to jibber jabber. That's just what I do. This is my channel. This is how I'm doing it. I hope you learned something. I hope I do it right. But yeah, so this is what we're working with. This, I guess this old felt paper or whatever they call it is pretty much just gone. And every time it rained, the rain would fall down in there. It was like a waterfall in our chimney. Now, if it was designed that way, it'd be pretty neat, I guess, but it really wasn't very neat. A lot of buckets, a lot of stress and worry. And there's probably going to be some damage down there that I'm going to have to get to before too long. Right now, we want our chimney back, and that's what we're going for. So I'm not a construction worker. I don't have any degrees in anything like this. But I'm fairly sure if you wrap a house in waterproofing-ish stuff, you should wrap the whole thing instead of just these, you know, leaving it open here and trusting your siding. Like I said, I don't know everything, but I'm not gonna do that. Another thing I'd like to point out, if I was doing this in the summer, I'd be getting tore up. There are wasps all up in this chimney in this rotten wood. I don't see any over here. I guess they ran for cover. But there were wasps everywhere. Let's ask the boss what he thinks. What do you think? Everything going good? He's very emotionless. Can't ever read him. down. Well, today did not go as planned. What do you think, boss? He's so quiet. Well, I'll give you an update. Hold on a second. Let me turn this thing around. Not a good video, but my plan was to just replace the top box on this thing. But as I started digging, I started finding more and more rotten wood. So, I had to take the whole block down. I know you can't see it, and I'm sorry. I had to cut down, knock down all the rock, and then pulled off all the rotten wood except for over here. I'm going to get this rotten wood out of there. So I'm probably going to end up taking it all the way back to this door, so forth and so on. It's just how it goes sometimes when you buy these old houses, and you know they're going to be a project. You just don't know how much of a project they are. Y'all see that big old fire back there? Well, that's what's left of my chimney. But I'm not cold anymore. Alright, y'all stay tuned. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay, we're back. Today's day 2. Day 2 was pretty much a bust on production. Started off this morning, it was 27 degrees. And it snowed in most of this state, most of Arkansas. What I was trying to show you last night, and I'm not sure that I'll show that clip because you can't really tell. But I have a lot of, ended up taking the whole chimney down, rocks and all. I didn't want to do that, I just wanted to do the top box. But as I dug in through here, I got a bunch of rotten wood, and I'm not gonna do all this and go through all this trouble and leave bad wood in there. So I just bit the bullet, went all the way down. I've never done any of this before, so hopefully it turns out good. Now down here, this is a fireplace insert. So they kind of halfway did it. They didn't do a real fireplace, they did an insert, which I'm sure was cheaper. So today, it's not efficient at all. You know, it has a blower in it, but the blower doesn't work. I mean, this house is 18 years old, and I don't know how long that fireplace has been there, but a man told me that it originally didn't have a fireplace. I think it's a few years old. At least I think one thing we saw said 2009 in it. So anyway, we decided together, my wife and I, that what we were going to do, instead of using that inefficient fireplace, today we spent the day, we went to Little Rock in town, and we bought ourselves a new stove style fireplace. It's not an insert, because this little insert fireplace thing, what is the word I'm looking for? It's an insert fireplace, basically, but you can't put an insert inside an insert, so nobody could help us. We ended up going to Congo Stove in Little Rock, which is a pretty good drive, where it was snowing pretty good, and I probably had that. I mean, it doesn't snow here in November very often. And it was really cold for November. Anyway, we went to Congo Stove in Little Rock, and we got ourselves a brand new stove. So tomorrow I'm going to do my best to get that stuck in the hole, leveled out, and installed, and hopefully get most of this done. Right, boss? Right. All right. So y'all stay tuned, and hopefully tomorrow we'll get something worth showing. Well, I waited too long to do a day 3 update. Still haven't got the new stove installed yet. I had a bunch of rot, and today was a bunch of scabbing and repairing and pulling out and pulling in. I'll share a little more tomorrow in the daylight. Sorry. Stay tuned. Alright, so we had a lot of rot. We had to do a lot of tear out and redo. I went all the way through the other side of the wall. Tried to keep the rock and the mason work on the back side from being tore up. So far I've done okay. But you see, we've started re-insulating. We started putting up some of this zip board. From everything I've read and everything I've seen, this zip board is the way to go if you're doing any waterproofing to your house. So this will end up getting zip board over it. This is all inner wall stuff. I had to rebuild all of this, and it's lunchtime now, so after lunch we're gonna try to stab that bad boy in there. Y'all wish me luck. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so yesterday was Shabbat. Tried to praise the Father, and tried to, we sat and watched TJ's No Roots, No Fruits video, which was pretty good, and we did our Shabbat thing. So last night, it was all said and done, we were looking at the weather, and today is a 70% chance of rain, supposedly. So, in a burning the midnight oil session, I got some lights out, and I've ended up with this. Obviously not complete. I still got to keep going up, but most of this bottom is finished. I say most of it, all of this bottom part is finished. I wish I could have showed you the framework and everything, but it was dark. And this top piece here, we just went ahead and burned the tape. Come on, arm. There we go. This top piece, the sides are finished. Well, not finished, but they're finished to where it stopped. This piece up here is kind of there just for water coverage, to cover up with the new stove, where the new stove is hiding underneath. And of course, we're back to the old tarp, because we don't have the top done. It still needs to go up another, I think, 1.5 feet if I measured right. I'll remeasure. But basically, we've built the lower part of the chimney, and this morning, before it rains, the idea is we're going to go around the bottom here. How do y'all do this? This way. There we go. We're going to go around the bottom with it, of this, and get it siliconed off. We're going to tape it, and we've got some, I said silicone, but it's some kind of fireplace caulking. But we're going to go down in the bottom here. We're going to seal this off. Where am I at? We're going to go down in the bottom here, and we're going to seal this off, and hopefully keep any rain from going under there and getting our wood wet. Then we're going to go on up and finish her out. Probably not today. We're going to leave it weatherproof today. And I'm sorry, I really had planned on doing this, step by step by step. My wife has taken some pictures over time. I don't know if that's going to help. The little hat looks funny, doesn't it?
Yeah, man. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish this house up.
Now we're gonna leave it tarped up for today. The chance of rain is actually supposed to start in another hour or two. So I'm fixing to grab the caulk gun and get some, I got some spatulas. And we're gonna try to seal this bottom part off real quick. My wife's after the painter's tape. I don't have any, I don't drink coffee very often, and I've only had one little glass of tea, so I'm not really going. And we were up till 1 a.m. this morning, getting to that point. So, time to get back at it. Y'all hear that? And that guy's hunting like right over there. It's tough being out here in the woods. Alright, so what I've just finished doing, I took some sealant, some waterproofing, and what I tried to do here is get about 1 inch of concrete tied into that zip board. My moisture barrier zip board. I really hope this stuff is as good as they've claimed. And yes, I'm not a professional caulker, but I think it turned out okay. And once I put the siding on the side of here, you'll never see it anyway. I had some extra on my finger. You know, I ran it like a bathtub caulking with my finger, and then I had probably a 5-inch, 6-inch little spatula, plastic spatula, and I used it to smear it and make it look kind of smooth. So this zip board system comes with this tape, and you're supposed to roll it down. There's a pressure. Look it up if you decide to use it. It seems to be really good stuff. They have a caulk version, which no one here in town carried, and so we had to make do with what we have. We actually used the Loctite roof and flashing sealant, because no one in town at Home Depot, Lowe's, anywhere that we went had the stuff that comes with the Huber zip system. But what I did with the extra that I had on my fingers, I tried to cover up all my extra screw holes. So that was a tip I got off the internet for keeping everything good and sealed. So yeah, we're pretty much ready for the rain. I also got up there and did the flashing around the top. I'm not going to climb back up there and show you that, I'm sorry. But all that's gooed up and we're ready for rain. Okay, here's a quick rundown of the chimney inside. This is the framework. See, I got some 2x6s anchored to the ground there. We did all that in the nighttime. I considered cutting me a door here, but I don't really know why I would need access to this. So what I'm doing now is my straight pipe is going to run straight up against the edge of my chimney. I don't like that, so I went back to town. I got me a 30-degree kicker. We're going to put it here and kick this out, and it should, let's see if we can fudge it. That should put me a little closer to center when we get the chimney done. So that's a quick inside of the chimney so far, and I guess I'll keep you posted. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna end the video here or what. So me and the boss are just so silent. Me and the boss man here were just talking about it, whether or not we were going to end on this note or not, and then do a second video. This one's getting pretty long, but I'm running out of daylight again. That's what I do. But I wanted to show you. The chimney's done in the dry. We made it through all the rain okay. Checked everything out. Didn't see any leaking anywhere. So we are, at this point, obviously, I'm starting to put the siding on. And I've started down here on the bottom. Oh, let me see here. So basically, I'm going to shiplap this thing all the way to the top on both sides. And I know we missed a little bit on our brain fart. On our stain, sorry. We missed a little bit here. We can fix that with a brush. We already discussed it. Something we did, I think we did wrong. These pieces are treated. They're treated wood. And my thoughts were it was going outside, but then now we've got it stained, and I've heard and know-ish that stained wood likes to bow up and stuff when it dries out. So we'll probably end up replacing these anyway. The wife actually is going to pick up some more 2x6s this afternoon after work, or when, I guess probably another hour or so. So yeah, we did the dry barrier, the barrier here. It seems to have done a great job. You see where I've put my wood. Sorry about the camera work. It's going to cover that seal, so you're not going to be able to see it. So that 1 inch-ish that I put there is going to be covered, and it holds water out because it has rained already. And I'm really proud of it so far. The stove inside is rolling. It's been rolling for a couple of days, and our heater hasn't kicked on, and that's a plus. I won't lie, I've had some issues with the blower. I think I have a wiring problem inside the house, and I think temporarily I'm going to run a cord. I actually have a plug-in in the floor right beside where the old fireplace was. Maybe that's what it was for, I don't know. Or maybe that's the reason it was there. But eventually, we're gonna have to do some work on this rock wall here. We're gonna have to replace this board, and we're gonna have to do something about these windows. Now, they don't leak right now. They have in the past. And somebody filled it with that spray foam stuff. You know, people do things on the cheap all the time. But you know, I like to do things right, especially with this being a newer house for us. I want this to last a while. I don't want to be doing this next year. I don't want to be doing this 10 years from now or 5 years from now. Maybe I will have to do it 10 years from now. I don't know. Something we considered was doing like the hardy board style or ceramic type siding. That stuff's really expensive. I mean, this stuff's not super cheap, but the other stuff was expensive. Hopefully it'll come down, or there'll be a better choice. This is new for me. I don't do this often. To me, OSB is OSB. This zip system stuff was new to me, and maybe this video is going to end up being like a, hey, I think zip system is the way to go. It is so far. It's got a 30-year warranty on it. You know, properly installed. They'll probably get me on that. But the whole thing is, I mean, I really feel confident in it, even though I'm a, set this right here. Even though I'm more of a, you know, I'm a do-it-yourselfer, and I do things unknowing. I don't know how to do these things. I read a lot. I looked at a lot of information on how to do these sort of things. I paid attention and took pictures of everything that I took out and put back in. I tried to do it exactly the same. My space on my phone is running out pretty quick because I got all these videos that I'm trying to store for you, plus I got pictures of everything I've done. But ultimately, we're going to finish up the siding, hopefully by tomorrow. I don't know. And if I do, I'll do a quick video on what it looks like when it's over, all said and done. So I got a lot of cutting to do. The real boss, she spent a lot of time, and you know, God love her, she busts her tail just as much as I do, or probably more. she's been staining all these on the really nice days, and on the not so nice days, see, this is from yesterday. It was really nice, yet it was really windy, but it was really nice, and she said it helped the stain dry because it was so windy. But on the not nice days, she's been taking this in the house and staining it. You know, she bought a bunch of painter's plastic. She's been busting her tail on it too, so I can't take all the credit. And you know, I'm a little proud of it. I hope it lasts. I hope it works out. So I guess that's it. You know, hopefully the next video about this will be me showing off the finished work. So anyway, I've done put my gloves on. I can't even hit my stop button. We got to this point. I hope this video turns out worth watching. I appreciate you bearing with it if you bared with it this long. And I'll probably split it at this point as a sign out, you know, I'm signing off kind of thing. And we'll probably do just a short video or a number 2 video of what it looks like when we're doing the shiplap, or when we've done the shiplap, the siding. So all right, I think this is it. If not, I'll edit this part out from here. Thanks for watching. Where are you? Thanks for watching. No, that's not it. That's Southern Pepper 1. My bad. Y'all have a good one. That's what I was going for. All right, bye.